I see. I just got an invitation from Brian Starr to go live, and I'm not trying to like blow you off or anything, buddy. If somebody could let them know, I'm not trying to blow them off, but I've actually scheduled to go live with somebody else who's going to be getting on in just a few minutes because we're going to talk about just want to talk about some things. So I have somebody I'm getting ready to go live with already. Um, I'm getting a lot of requests to go do live, but like I said, I've already got somebody. I've already got somebody lined up to go live with. About 2.5 hours south of DC. So the link in the bio, Creamery Leak, you can go down and you can buy gallons of milk. You can purchase gallons of milk to donate. You can do a one-time donation, or if you're interested, you can do a subscription, and then just once a week we'll let you know that you're purchasing your gallon of milk, and it'll go out and it'll get to a family somewhere that needs it. And that subscription will run for about 12 weeks, so that'll help. Like I said in the TikTok I posted earlier, if by some miracle we could manage to get 5,000 people on that, 5,000 people on that donation, that 12-week donation, that would get a little over 50% of the milk from the farm running through the creamery, which would kind of balance both businesses. It would balance the creamery. I don't know that it would really balance the farm quite yet, but if we get 10,000 people on that subscription, it would actually run all the milk to the creamery, which in turn would really kind of, it would buy us time. It would buy us time. Okay, how to do this program successfully. As far as the adopted cow, yeah, we're trying to figure it out. But it's hard to like in theory it sounds really good, and I think like if 5 or 10 people wanted to do it, it probably is something we can manage. But I think it's probably something more like a couple hundred people are going to want to do, and I'm just not sure how to make sure. I'm not sure how to make sure that they're getting the updates on that cow or pictures or little care packages or whatever. But so it's something we're trying to figure out. If you go to do the donation and it asks you for a drop off point, it asks some people, it doesn't ask others. You can just pick the farm location as the drop off, and then we will we'll know what to do with it. What's up, Scales? How you doing, buddy? Officer Scales in the live, guys. If y'all don't follow Officer Scales, it's awesome. He's my guy. We do the shows together along with Charlie and Paul and Udi and Cody and Ty. Did I see comedic Cody's stitch to the video yesterday or to today? The date you choose is up to you. Somebody said they used the take action button. A blank TikTok of the cows weekly. That's actually a really good idea. Like it could be like a private account, and if you purchase that's brilliant. That's actually brilliant. It could be a private account where if you purchase the adopted cow, you would have access to the account, and then just be doing weekly updates on the cow. It's actually really, really smart. Whoever put that in the chat. So pickup time, date, the location, you're just going to want to select the creamery. It doesn't actually make a lot of difference because once it goes in the log as a donation, it just goes to donations, and the date doesn't make a whole lot of difference either. So the what'll happen when you purchase it actually shows up in our database as a purchase from the we track our online sales, and it'll show up as a donation. And so when we go to do our run next week on bottling milk, we will just add that milk to the pickups, and then we'll bottle it and we'll take it all down to a food shelter. I'm not sure why it's even asking you, because sometimes it doesn't ask people for donation. I mean, for the place or the time, and sometimes it does. So it's a hit or miss with the website. Got stuff penguin photo and facts about it. Loved it. Yeah, we could do that. So we're in the works right now. There's a Creations by Katie. Is a lady that she does not cross stitch, but it's single hook. I don't know why I can't think of it. I know how to do it. It's not knitting, it's not stitching, crocheting. She crochets these stuffed animals, and she's actually doing a prototype of Rid for us. So, hopefully we're going to be able to sell Rids soon. We'll get a link in the bio for crochet. Thank you, guys. You can immediately tell who knows how to crochet. So hopefully we'll have a link in the bio soon where you can buy Rid dolls. And we also have a woman named Barb who has been so gracious and over the past few months has actually written a book about Rid and the farm. And she's getting close to having that completed. And it's a kid's book, and we'll have a link in the bio for the book. And I think we're going to try to do a little package deal where you can buy the book with the doll. And so maybe that would be something else we could throw in on the Adopt a Cow program. So yeah, we're trying to get those things in the work and try to make get some things out there that you guys can buy and have value, and hopefully you love them. And can you donate from Canada? So if you can't figure out how to work the the link to do donations to the creamery, I did actually go ahead and set up a Venmo, or I went ahead and put my Venmo information up in my bio. And if you don't know how to figure it out, or maybe you don't, you want to do more than a gallon, but you don't want to do the entire subscription, you can donate through Venmo. And what I'll do is once a week, I will just cash out the Venmo, and I will use the amount in there to buy 12-week subscriptions. And then it'll all end up going where it needs to go. So the reason, just to let you guys know, the reason that I kind of settled in after the evening was over, I talked to Brittany. My dad's actually away on vacation right now. My sister's swamped in the either PayPal. You can't do Venmo or Cash App. Okay, I will work on a PayPal tomorrow. Then I gotta set it up. I have a PayPal. I just have to get it set up in my bio. So I will work on that tomorrow. But after we talked about it for the day and kind of just discussed, the best way to try to bridge this gap, and I think Brittany kind of hit it best. If you just give us money, all we're really doing is prolonging the problem, because we can continue to buy feed, we can continue to, we can continue to pour money into it, but we will still be losing on every gallon of milk we produce. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. But if we take the Venmo, the donations, if we run it all through the creamery, several things happen. Number one, it goes straight to a family need. It goes straight to somebody that needs it, and that's always an awesome thing, to be able to give back to the community. If you didn't know, we already actually do a gallon give back. So for every 10 gallons of milk that we sell, we go ahead and donate one. That's just part of our business plan is to help the community around us. And so we just kind of, if you saw a TikTok today about Miss Wilma, she was actually here today, God's timing, right? And she's the one that kind of started this idea where we could just people could purchase the milk and just help it to donation. Notice me, teddy bear. And so that's what we decided to do. So the first thing it does, helps family need. The second thing it does, we talked about selling them at wholesale, but we ended up deciding to sell them at retail, because when we sell them at retail, it actually, in the price, if you see the price on that gallon of milk is $5.30, which is high compared to, your $2-3 milk in the grocery store. But that's a reflection of what it actually really costs to produce that gallon of milk, what it costs to bottle that gallon of milk, what it costs to retail that gallon of milk, and for everybody along the line to actually make some money having done it. Thank you for making posts. Oh, thanks, Jen. How you doing tonight? And so when you purchase that gallon, it goes to the family need, but it also runs to the creamery first, which, there's about 30 to 40 people that work there. So that keeps them employed, it keeps them in a job. And then it helps that business continue to operate. And then that's the cost in Louisiana, $5. And then the more milk that runs to the creamery, the more milk that the creamery can purchase from the farm. And so one of the things I hadn't really talked about is that when we sell milk, because we're selling it to ourselves, but when milk leaves the farm and goes to the creamery, we get paid more for that milk than the milk we sell to the co-op. And so that helps improve things on the farm. Let me see real quick. I see the Country Giant. I see you guys coming in and inviting me to do lives, but I had lined up a dual live with oh shoot. All right, I'm sorry. I had lined up a dual live with somebody, but it said they don't have the feature available. So if somebody jumps back in, I'll actually do them. In a second, I'm going to go. I'm actually going to go dual live with one of the people that's performing at Wood Talk at 10 o'clock. Let me check to see what time it is real quick, and I'll finish this. All right, I got just a few minutes before I go live with the guy performing. But so that in turn helps the farm, and what that does is it actually it's instead of kind of prolonging the problem, it actually really kind of fixes the problem because now we have a demand for all the milk we have versus just kind of prolonging the problem but still not having a demand for the milk. So if we can get those subscriptions up, that'll buy us some time to continue to look to get into grocery stores. I can't say, I honestly can probably say that in 12 weeks, the sound is quiet. In 12 weeks, we'll be able to market some, but the biggest problem is this. The next biggest problem is getting into the stores. I'm still donating my live gifts. So guys, when you send me gifts in the live, I've actually been saving them up to donate to Heifer International. It's when I first started on TikTok. It's what I wanted to do with them. I'm not going to waver on that, regardless of how life is going here on the farm. And I'm going to visit that subject in a second too, because I don't want y'all to think that like I'm about to end up homeless or anything, because I don't want to give you false impressions of how things are going. Honesty, openness is paramount to me, and I just want to make sure I'm being honest with y'all the best I can. So in 12 weeks, maybe we've managed to market some more of the milk, but if we still aren't there yet, we can start, this campaign again, kind of, and continue to help people and bless people, and hopefully along the way, we get blessed with some big markets in return and can get into some of those big grocery stores. So another thing you can do to help if you are around the Richmond area, or if you just want to call Richmond area, Farmville, South Hill area, kind of anywhere, if you Google us on the map and you see anything within 2.5 hours of us, or if you shop in any grocery store within 2.5 hours of us, what's up, bud?
Hey, bud.
If you shop anywhere within those 2.5 hours, just call that grocery store up and ask them to carry our products. Because the way we have to market, we have to go into the grocery store and we have to say, "Hey, we want to, be a vendor for you." And then this application process that takes like 6, 7, 8 months, and they got to check. It's crazy. It takes like from the first day that you start the application to the time you actually get to put a product in that store is about 6 to 8 months. But if the store calls us, that whole process is expedited, and it can take as little as 6 to 8 weeks. So that's also a great way to help the cause. But I think those are the best things going forward. And as far as this year, kind of trying to make up the loss, it's part of why we started Wood Talk. If you want to buy a ticket and come hang out and see the shows, you get to see this lovely man right here, Ty Garcia. He's going to be there, and along with I have this huge list of people. Hold on, I grab my list. I'll show you how many people coming. Talk to him, Ty.
Yeah, grab your list. Absolutely, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. Y'all don't even understand. I already got my tent. I picked it out. I haven't bought it yet. You're good, brother. I got you. I'll talk to him for just a second. I'll try to entertain him. What y'all doing? I can't read you guys' comments on the other side, but thank you so much first time for all the donations. For all the donations. This is why we stick together, though. This is my guy. Like, listen, he's gone, but he like the big brother of the group. Like when we have problems and stuff, that's who I go to. He's just the calm, cool, and collected. You know what? When he needs help, bet. And those Yankees are doing great. All right, let's go. There's TR's Venmo. I'm glad you guys put
All
it
right.
in there. They put your Venmo in here in my live.
Okay,
Let's go.
awesome.
Yeah,
It's
go ahead
it's
and
in my
keep
bio.
tagging that if you can. If you guys want to help or anything.
So this is the list. These are the list of people performing at Woodtalk, and I know you can't see them, but like that's one page. This is a page of people I need to get into contact with. These two pages. So I mean, if you're wondering if anybody's going to be there, the list of people performing, growing, vendoring, they're all growing, and they're growing by the day. And so I have all these lists now, so I can start scheduling lives with them, and kind of putting their videos up on my page to show people who's going to be here. So that's is my name on one of those vendor lists? I hope it is. I hope it is. Oh yeah, Christy Crafty, you're definitely on there. I can actually find you and point you out. I know you're on there because you have been approved to be here. I know that for sure.
Yeah. Hey, listen. So here's one question.
Fire away, bud.
Oh, what is it? Oh no, I was gonna say they had
Where
a
is she?
question. They wanted to ask what Wood Talk was, and I feel like you'll be the best one to explain that.
Christy's
You find her
Crafty
name?
Creations. There she is. She's on there. Can I tell you who all is
Oh,
performing?
I see it.
I
I
can.
see it. I see it.
I can run down the list for a second if you want on some of the people that are performing. And there's still others that got to be confirmed. And like I said,
Thank you, Holly, for putting that in.
it's a hard thing to do still because it's still growing. But I'll go through there. Yeah, if you want to donate, there's a Venmo in my bio, and what I'm doing with that Venmo is essentially what I've asked people to do. If you can't figure out how to make the milk donation, then just donate to the Venmo, and I'll make the donation for you. So Wood Talk it's going to be a 4-day weekend, music, comedy, inspiration. We're going to have a Sunday service. We're going to have comedy shows. We're going to have musical performances, and what it is I from being on the dairy, and especially for the last several years, I know what it is to struggle, like to get up every day and work hard at something and just struggle at it. And I think one of the things Corona and TikTok has opened my eyes to is the number of people out there just struggling to try to, chase their dream, whether it's to be a singer or a comedian or I don't know, whatever it is they want to be, but they're struggling, they're hustling, they're putting in the time, they're putting in the effort and just hoping for a break. And at the same time, I saw an opportunity to get people out, connect them with the farm, and basically have an event that basically would raise some money for the farm. So we came up with this 4-day weekend. We started getting in touch with people, and it's just that's it. It's kind of come out, leave your worries at home. While we were all stuck in the house in Corona, we're watching all these people on TikTok, like this handsome gentleman here, Ty, and then some other people on this list. We're watching them; they're entertaining us, and now we have this unique opportunity to turn around and support them, right? So you can come out. Yes, ma'am. What are you doing? I'm doing a TikTok live. Aren't you supposed to be in bed? Well, I wanted to come see what you're doing. You can't.
What are you doing?
You can't be in there. It's
I
gonna
see
turn
you.
off. Does it? It still turns off if your kids are in there, doesn't it? Under 13, I think
What
it's
is
called.
it?
I think under 13 they'll turn your live off. Do you need me to come tuck
Yeah.
you
Be
back in?
careful. Yeah, be careful. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, I gotta go get her tucked back in bed. She got
Go
up
ahead.
out
You
of
good?
bed.
You
So
good?
I'll be back.
I got you.
You
I
tell them
got you.
about it for a little bit.
I got you. Like he said, Wood Talk's going to be a bunch of us creators all getting together and a chance for you guys to come out and meet us. And this time, I mean, there's security and all that stuff, but this time it's actually us being able to hang out with y'all, like, do, like, not as many restrictions. And Virginia's the legal place now, so that's cool too. I said that. That's on me. But, um, and we've had people that they say they can't afford the whole whatever. There's day passes, and honestly, there's also other ways around it. We have where if you want to give us 8 hours of your day, no, like that could be tickets, that could be putting bracelets on, that could be cleanup. You don't know, but 8 hours, and That's a free way of getting. Yes, anything helps. And for all I heard, it's only $60. Sorry, excuse me. I donated to his Venmo. TR's Venmo is also in his beacon. But the milk thing, it helps out all around, and that's a subscription is only $60. So anything helps. It doesn't matter. Listen, I've got 400 and some thousand. If everybody donated $1 to his Venmo, shit. If just just stuff like this, like that, each person in here donated $1. You know, but it's gonna be a good time. There's gonna be a lot of artists, TikTok artists, not only TikTok, also people like Petey Pablo. There's a bunch of different ones coming. We're also trying to set the record for the biggest foam pit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
So
a good time.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I saw some things the other day on TikTok. Have you seen where people play slip and slide kickball?
Absolutely.
Dude, if you don't think we're
Absolutely.
playing
That
some
dude
slip
got
and
wrecked
slide
in the head with
kickball,
the big ball.
yes. Oh, we doing that.
Yes.
We are doing that, dude.
Bet.
And I also saw the other day. I saw the other day that somebody was playing. They had gotten this big blow up slip and slide, right? And you slid down into a pool. They were jumping off a pool. They were going over playing flip cup, and then the next person had to run down and jump through the pool. Yes. So we're trying to have some fun too. But so I think Ty gave y'all kind of finished giving y'all into the rundown. I guess to finish up what I was going to say, for the last year, the people we consider celebrities, they just went into their cave and lived off their money. And they could have got on TikTok and they could have entertained us and they could have done free concerts and they could have done things to help us get by, right? But they didn't need to and they didn't do it. I mean, some did. Like you had Will Smith on TikTok. We had God, I can't think of his name. Him and Will Smith do a lot of videos together, actually. Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo.
Yes, Jason Derulo.
They got on TikTok and they kind of entertain people, but a lot of these people that we've kind of started to idolize and put up on this pedestal, they didn't do anything during coronavirus. And you had people come out of nowhere working the hustle, the 12, 13-hour days, and then still getting on TikTok at night to sing music or to make you laugh. And I just wanted to find a way to turn around and support them and kind of say thank you. So that's what we came up with. Let's give them a chance, put them on stage, and hopefully somebody comes out and hears them, and it's their break in life, And
because
so we all,
this right here is one of the best platforms right now.
Yes.
And to help them get seen, look, we
Yes.
did it at the Mississippi show. We helped 2 country art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything to get out there a little bit.
And so, we got this unique opportunity. I know coronavirus is slowing down and people are getting back to, I heard that Luke Bryan, he sold his first concert out like in 5 minutes. It was a stadium. And so they booked him for another night and they sold that out in like 10 minutes. And, we could go right back to supporting famous people that need their fifth beach house, or maybe you make a different choice and you come out and support some of these people who are just trying to pay their mortgage, quite frankly, or buy a bigger house so that their kids have their own bedroom, or all those kinds of things. So think about it, pray about it, and if it moves you, buy a ticket, come out and support them. Let me read some of them to you though. We got
give us some of them names.
All right, we got Demon Jones playing him and his band, Petey Pablo. New Breed and Jesse Howard, and you can find pretty much all these people on TikTok. Frankie Zolfarino, who I've had the pleasure of meeting already and talking to, he's amazing. Yikes Lee, who is actually the cameraman for our for the content violation stuff, but apparently he raps too, and so Yikes is out there. Ben Dalton, which is a local guy to me, he comes out and plays at the Creamery on a lot of weekends, and definitely wanted to support a local guy. So he's going to be performing. Sean Williams, who I'm actually at 10 o'clock, I'm scheduled to go dual live with Sean, and y'all are going to get to see him play for about 15 minutes. What's up, Moxie? How you doing, buddy? So I get to see Moxie tomorrow morning, guys. So if you hang around for a little bit, I don't know how close it is to 10, but you'll actually get to see a preview of Sean.
What are you doing, Savage?
Tonight. We got Corey Music, Corey.music.
We got 9 more minutes.
What's that?
9 minutes.
9 minutes, okay. We got Corey Music will be there. Tane and Lyric will be there. Brian Martin's going to be there with
I said you got about 9 minutes.
Okay. Brian Martin's going to be there with a full band. Brian Phillips, who is Brian Andrews on TikTok. Philip Good Music. Philip used to be in the Southeastern Baptist Harmony Orchestra or something. He's a phenomenal singer, plays the piano. Blake Whitley, who I don't actually know who that is. So that's somebody that I'm going to have to look up. That's somebody that Daphne reached out to and got in touch with. Trey Hauser's still kind of questionable. He may still be there. We're not entirely sure. The Jolly Green Giant, Tyler Green, and Kevin Lawson, they're actually going to be doing the Sunday morning service, which is going to be amazing. They're going to be doing that with Philip Music because he sings a lot of hymns. Let me see what else is going to be here. So that's kind of who's performing. Let me see. Blind Joe is going to be there performing. I know I'm missing somebody. Oh, the Dirty Prescott Kids. They finally committed this weekend. So if y'all don't know who the Dirty Prescott Kids are, you should check them out.
What's up?
And then so then we got this just whole list of people that are going to be there, but not necessarily going to perform. We got Scott Henry, Tina Madlibs, John Collins, Joe Bailey, Tanya Lee Davis, Jacoby Ray, Conservative King, Flawless Lawless, the African Hippie, the Big Old Texan, Bama Joe. AMH Band will actually be performing. That was one of the ones I missed. Ricky Diaz, Kevin Nudie, Charlie Kingery, all the guys from Content Violation, Cody Smith, Ty Garcia, Paul Taco, Brianna, Jimmy Jones, Scales, me, Jake Barr is going to be here. Goose, it's Goose followed by a couple numbers. Chris Clough is coming. Nathan Parrish, the original Panda Man, is going to be here. Tom Coverly is going to be here. And Okie Boy John. So that's who's on my list right now to be here for the weekend. And then I got these other lists which I can't read down yet because this is still like non-committed. So that's my committed list. So this is a list I'm still working on. So I got people that have showed interest that I'm still trying to kind of talk to and get out here. Some of those people on this list, well, you're just gonna have to wait a few days. I don't want to get you excited about somebody that might not be here, so I'm gonna hold off on it until I know for sure. But it should be an awesome weekend. We're still trying to queue up a few more, especially female performers. And I got a message from a female comedian today that said she'd reached out, and I hadn't gotten back to her yet. So we're still trying to kind of round out the weekend with a few more performers, definitely female singers, because we got a lot of male groups just trying to round this thing out. So if you can only do one day, how do you choose? So somebody's asking about day passes. Here in a couple days, maybe it might actually be about 2 weeks or so. We are going to we're actually going to have
big dog. You got about like.
Talking to me, I got a little bit of time left still.
Oh, day passes.
Okay. So we got we'll actually have out who's performing on which particular day. And so that way you can decide basically, yes, I want to see them, or no, I don't want to see them.
We're lagging really bad. We're lagging really bad.
Oh, we got Savage Mom Life in here. I think Savage Mom might be coming. I'm not entirely sure. She's like she wants to commit, but she doesn't want to commit. It's the same as her relationship status. She wants to commit, but she doesn't want to commit. I'm sorry, Heather. I had to. I couldn't help it.
Hey, she needs to commit. Savage Mom, just let it go.
Savage Mom, what?
Don't run from your feelings.
There you go.
Don't run from your.
What's up, Rev? A lot of people are asking about Upchurch wasn't available for the weekend. We checked, so it was a couple of people we checked with and really wanted to get them. I'm missing the names right now. Cooper Allen, I think he was
Clay Walker, but he had a concert too.
Clay Walker had something to do that weekend. He was interested, but he had something to do that canceled. He sent us back saying basically he was interested, and within I think about 15 hours we'd gotten back to him, but he'd already been booked again. So we didn't see the email and stuff, and I think we were out traveling for the weekend. By the time we saw the email, he was already rebooked. So. Virginia native Little Ozzy. There's actually a couple of people in Richmond that we're working pretty hard on. The guy that does Fine Apple, he lives in Richmond. So that's somebody that we're trying to reach out to and talk to. He does a lot of music too. So yeah, we're trying to get some of those guys out here. I tell you who I'd love to get, but I think it's like probably going to be an impossibility. Is he makes a lot of TikTok sounds and records. It's I'm going to say it wrong. It's Tay Verdes. Tay Verdes.
Absolutely.
You know who I'm talking about? It's Taiverdes. Tay Verdes. Am I saying that right, Ty? Ty's got that unstable connection. It looks like he's glitching in the matrix.
Are you talking about the guy that does?
Nick D. That's the guy
I
that
don't
does
know.
Pineapple. Yeah, Nick D. All right, thanks, Aaron. Nick D. is the guy that's in Richmond and does Pineapple. Do I know the person that set up the GoFundMe? I do not.
No, we didn't get Jelly Roll. Hey, Vesta.
He sings A-OK. All right, guys, he does drugs and A-OK. It's right at 10 o'clock, and I got to jump in, Ty, real quick to Sean Williams live. He's actually performing somewhere tonight. But I wanted to give you guys a chance to see somebody that's going to be performing. Everybody in here is saying Ty is a fine apple. So I'm going to jump over to his live real quick, Ty. I told him I'd jump in for about 15 minutes or so. He was going to let me in right around 10 o'clock for about 15 minutes. So some people can see him perform. This is weird because his phone is so far glitched behind. I got talking to him, but let's see more. Sean Williams, there he is. All right, guys. Let's see if Sean will let us in. There he is.
What's going on, dude?
What's up, Sean?
Man, your ears must have been burnt out. Just talking about y'all.
Where are you? Well, it was getting close to 10 o'clock.
Right? I told them that they missed out on that Mississippi show. I mean, it was such a blast.
That was a good time. So the first place I met Sean, guys, Sean's actually performing somewhere tonight. Where are you at, Sean?
Well, I was supposed to be. Now I'm in my kitchen.
Oh, okay. All right. We got a private concert. So
exactly.
All right. So, guys, I met Sean in Mississippi. I heard him play. I instantly was like, "Oh man, we got to get this guy up there." I think he was actually already signed up, but I was stoked that he was coming. Wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see who he is, what he's got. If you're not following him, you can click on his name there at the bottom. It'll give you an opportunity to follow him, and it just makes really amazing music.
I feel like I got to shave. I feel like I got the John Collins thing going on right now. The blue eyes and the beard, it's popping through with the black background.
I got you, man.
Doppelganger. I'm gonna get a shirt that's gonna say Doppelganger on the back. Well, shit, TR, what can I play for you, man?
Whatever you want. Take it away, man.
Well, I had a request for some Whiskey Myers. You ever heard of them?
If you start playing it, I might.
Something like this.
I'm bad with titles, but I usually recognize songs once I start playing.
Right. My first ride was a 243 that Papa gave Daddy and Daddy gave to me. They taught me how to shoot it with a steady hand, but I guess that's something you don't understand. No, I grew up on a prison farm, sinking full of shine from a mason jar. I used to go fishing out on Cripple Creek Dam, but I guess that's something you don't understand. 'Cause Grandma's in the kitchen and Papa's done passed on. Sit out on the front porch, just picking on a song. There's blood on the table, 'cause we work for what we have, and I was raised in this land. But I I guess that's something you don't understand. Oh, I still fly that southern flag, whistling Dixieland enough to brag. And out of all the words, the simple man. But I guess that's something you don't understand. I pledge my allegiance to the original way. And that's a Merry Christmas night, happy holiday. They can't change my ways, no I am. I guess that's something you don't understand. 'Cause Grandma's in the kitchen and Papa's done fast home. We sit out on the front porch just picking on a song. There's blood on the table 'cause we work for what we have. And I was raised in this land, but I guess that's something you don't understand. The grind us up in a big machine, the feed us all on the same lead. Holy dollar in a credit card. But we got ways of doing things, and no banker's gonna steal from me. They wanna tear it all apart. 'Cause Grandma's in the kitchen and Papa's done passed on. We sit out on the front porch just making one song. There's a Bible on the table 'cause he bled for what we have. And that's the ballad of the Southern man. But I guess that's something you don't understand. Oh, I grew up prison farm. My first rifle was a 243 that Papa gave Daddy and Daddy gave to me. Oh man, I love that song.
That was wonderful, man. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm not picking on Sean at all when I say this, but in person. So we've got the TikTok connection, you know, sound coming through.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, in person, you don't get those fluctuations where it's like, oh man, is it coming through or not? And no offense, and no offense to Sean, but in person, 10 times better. 10 times better.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's everybody on TikTok because it glitches and it slows and it distorts and down. But
actually, I actually bought a mic for the phone whenever I do lives.
Right.
The Shure makes an Apple attachment that is built like this SM58 here, but it's miniature, so that way you pick up the entire almost 100 like 180 degree angle of just volume.
There you go. There you go.
Still doesn't change the difference between phone speakers and change the difference between phone speakers and in person, but
no, absolutely.
It makes audio on my side a lot better.
Yeah. No. It's always when you duel somebody, it always kind of glitches a little bit. Anyways, it's just trying to merge the two connections, and then you'll get fluctuations. But I mean, it happens with everybody to duel with. But
if you don't mind my saying, so my wife actually sent me your video from the other day, and off the side of the road today, and I bawled. Like it just like it hit me. It's but I said I made a video for you, and in there I said, we learn hardships, but it's different. You can't in my mind you can't call this a hardship. It's like a hardship, something that you can push through and still come out. In my mind, good. And in this case, you're struggling different ways to try and financially stay afloat, whether that's selling off, and it's just. I told my wife that yours, not your situation, but
where you're at with the family farm, family business. I always wanted that. My great grandfather built a golf course, and then my grandfather and his brother took it over. And then after my grandfather died, my uncle couldn't do it on his own, so then they had to sell it off, and nobody else in the family wanted to keep it. But I was growing up preparing myself mentally. It's like someday I'm going to own this thing.
Right.
I'm going to be able to take it hopefully further than they did and just keep it going. Life works out in strange ways for the better, but strange ways. And it just, when I saw that video, man, it just, I hurt for you, and I felt bad. And I mean, so hopefully whatever I can do to help you, man,
we're just excited to have you coming up and playing at Woodstock, man. But it's we're told as farmers so much by co-ops and dairy associations. There's such a negative light on farming in this country right now, especially in any kind of animal agriculture. And so we're supposed to put out happy, upbeat. If you're going to do social media at all, keep it happy, keep it upbeat, and it's hard for people to do, because I mean that's not how farming is right now. And I think as much as anything, I just want people to really understand what farming in America is like. You tend to think America is such a progressive country and that everything's so advanced, and people think farmers are so rich. Kind of a real look into farming. And I wish I could say that it's just our story, like it's particular this farm, but it's not. It's the story of the American dairy farmer right now. Just the struggle is unreal and has been for years. And every time it seems like it's coming to an end, or maybe it'll get better, it manages to get worse somehow. And statistically speaking, suicide rates. And I don't know if there's a suicide rate that's higher. I know among veterans, we all know that it's we're losing 22 a day is the number. If you compare that to the American population, it's 0.03%. So a veteran has a 0.03% of committing suicide, which is high. Don't get me wrong, it's high. We started getting 18 months ago in the mail with our milk checks. We started getting numbers for the suicide hotline, which everybody thought was a little bit strange at first. And then as a few months went by, we realized why we were getting them. And in the last year, the suicide rate among dairy farmers in America has been at 0.3%. I just told you veterans were at 0.03. Dairy farmers up at 0.3, which is 10 times higher even than your veterans. And now it's when people say, well, why haven't you heard about that? Well, there's only 30-ish thousand dairy farmers left in America. So it's not this huge pool of people. So when I say they're at a 0.3% chance, it's like one a day, because there's just not many of us. So it's not like national news, but we're losing this little group of people, this little generation of people, and there's not many of us to begin with. But that reflects on how difficult that life has gotten to be in what we consider, the most advanced country in the world, right? But that's just to offer some perspective, and I hope I get messages and TikToks all the time. Generationally rich, you're wealthy. What are you complaining about? But I was like, why do people think that farmers are rich? And so the other day, my son, on his little pad, he had downloaded this farm simulator game, Farm Simulator 16. And he was like, Daddy, I want to buy this tractor or something. And so I looked at him, I was like, we don't have enough money. And so I helped him out for a little while. In like 1 hour's time, we had like $800,000. We bought these tractors, we had all this real nice stuff. And it was like this light bulb went off that, like, the young people in America that play video games, this is their impression of what farming is like. That farmers are just rich and it's easy. It's so far from the truth. It's so far from the truth. But that's kind of where we sit. And so trying to put those lights out there. But I've got a lot of requests on my side for Old Red. Do you sing Old Red?
I could do Old Red.
Can you do